glasses and my hat lately because, you know, I got a vampire facial, which made my eyes black on both sides. So, you know, it's been healing real slow. You know, the vampire facial's supposed to heal fast, but it's been taking mine, you know, like a month now. So it's been taking some time.
What is vampire facial?
Yeah, what is that? You know, it just some crazy stuff. Basically, you take blood out your arm, and they run it through a machine, and they put it in your under your eye.
What's it supposed to do for us? What does that do for us?
It's a secret, I can tell you.
Makes the wrinkles away.
Yeah. You.
If anybody remembers that interview of Floyd basically admitting to blood doping, because that's what that is a part of blood doping, would know that what was going on with him and what was to come with the PBC when it comes to drug testing. I mean, the fact that they still use USADA in a lot of cases, and back then they was only using USADA, who never bust anybody. And if they did, they definitely never busted the A side, and they wouldn't even fuck with Floyd and keeping it real with him, because he's the one that basically introduced them into the boxing world. It was him who was a strong ally, very vocal for using USADA when Manny Pacquiao was challenging him, right? So you know they're not gonna go after him. Right? And I'll admit that that's my opinion. But to suggest that there is no evidence or circumstantial evidence, which a lot of these Manny Pacquiao haters continue to do. They continue to do. So all they're doing is coming up with circumstantial evidence to suggest that Floyd doesn't have any. I mean, you either living under a rock, you're not from this world, or you're just being dishonest. That's all you're doing. Let's go with this notion that the only real piece of evidence, or circumstantial evidence, to suggest that Floyd's on PEDs is the incident that happened with Manny Pacquiao, right? The incident where he was caught using a illegal IV infusion that is used. The reason why it's illegal is because it can also help you mask other PEDs that you might be taking. Well, if that was the only evidence, that's a big fucking piece of evidence, that within itself. Okay? But we know that that's not it. I mean, you heard Floyd Mayweather basically admit to blood doping. That is circumstantial evidence, in my opinion. If you want to play the circumstantial evidence thing, right? Like, it's an open secret that Manny Pacquiao's on steroids. Nobody can provide to you any PEDs that he might be taking. So, or they can't provide evidence that says, look, this guy is taking steroids. That's circumstantial evidence. That's all it is. It's just rumors. Right? Someone could say the same thing about Floyd Mayweather. This is my point. The same thing. Oh, just because he got busted taking an illegal IV that's used to mask other PEDs, and that's one of the reasons why it's banned to do it that way. And it's totally banned now, right? We know what happened with BJ Penn. Right? BJ Penn actually self-admitted, an MMA fighter. He admitted. It's not like they caught him. There was no catching BJ Penn. He admitted in an interview with, I believe it was with the State Athletic Commission, maybe Vegas or whatever, and he admitted to that one time he took an illegal IV infusion in the privacy of his own home, and they suspended him for that. Right? But they didn't do that to Floyd. We know why. Floyd's the cash cow. He brings in more money. But you're being dishonest when you say that there is no evidence, circumstantial evidence, to suggest that Floyd is on something. Circumstantial evidence is what people provide when they say it's an open secret that Manny Pacquiao's on steroids. They can't tell you what kind of steroids and that he ever failed a test or whatever method that he's using. That is not even circumstantial evidence. That's actually rumors. But Floyd, yes, circumstantial evidence. And you can say it's rumor for me speculating that I believe when he took that IV infusion, he was trying to hide something else. I believe that when he admitted to vampire facials, he was admitting, in my opinion, he was like admitting that he's into blood doping. And when you're hanging out with guys like Memo Heredia, a known, going into that relationship, a known guy to distribute PEDs, and a snitch and a rat like Floyd. I'm not going to get into that, but that'll come out eventually that Floyd is a snitch and a rat. Right? Manny Pacquiao used to work with Alex Ariza. A lot of people that were throwing this theory out there that the reason why they think Manny Pacquiao was on steroids because, Ariza was this shady character. There was a lot of shady stuff going around him. We even heard Freddie Roach say he don't trust him, right? Working with Manny Pacquiao. Well, what does Floyd do? Floyd hires that same guy. So what do you mean there is no circumstantial evidence? Because that's all people are talking about. I'm talking about the Pacquiao, these Pacquiao haters, the Floyd fanboys, who always just have to bring up, well, Manny Pacquiao was on steroids, everybody knows that. Right? Those people. I mean, the guy has a ton of circumstantial evidence to suggest he was on some shit. And just an educated guess by looking at him. Right? Not saying that you can't get there naturally, but we also know that we fucking around with a lot of money. And when you're dealing with a lot of money and corruption, if you can get away with certain things, why not? I can understand where a con artist might think to himself, why not make it easy for myself when I got the money and the people around me to do so? But even with all that, it doesn't stop rumors from going out. Because unless you can prove it 100%, it's just rumors. And I'll admit that Floyd taking steroids is a rumor, in my opinion. And so is Manny Pacquiao. Circumstantial evidence is totally different. It doesn't prove 100%. Like saying it's a well-known secret that Manny Pacquiao's on steroids. Well, goddamn it, it's a well-known secret that Floyd Mayweather is on some shit. And that he uses drug testing to his benefit. And he hangs out with shady characters. And he got a TUE. If he ain't do nothing wrong, why the fuck does he need a TUE? That's my circumstantial evidence and why I believe Floyd Mayweather was definitely taking some shit. But all that is an opinion. And so is your opinions that Manny Pacquiao was on some shit. That's my video.